Hola! So I just wanted to tell you the story about the time I slept with a homeless man. I actually slept with him twice. And so I met him online, I met him on Tinder. And we were messaging, we were talking, and I knew that he didn't live around here, but he was in the area for a while, and he asked if he could come over. And he did. And so we had sex, and he left, and I didn't really hear from him for a few weeks, and then he messaged me again, and he was working, well, he said he was working about 20 minutes from where I live, and asked if he could come over and stay the night, because he had to get up really early, and I lived closer to his work than he did, and all of this stuff, and I was like, yeah, sure, come over. So he came over, and we were talking, and then he was talking about where he was staying, but he wasn't being specific, and I kind of got the feeling he wasn't staying anywhere, but I didn't want to press it too much. So we just kept hanging out, and then eventually we went to bed. We started having sex, and he pulled his back out and collapsed on top of me, and so I was kind of stuck underneath him. And I was so confused about what happened because I didn't know he had pulled his back out. He kind of just said ow and then was flat on top of me, and I couldn't move, he couldn't move, and I just was more confused than I've ever been in my life. And then eventually he got up and he went to the bathroom, and he was in the bathroom for I would say about 15 minutes. Again, I'm still so confused, completely naked, laying on my bed, not knowing what just happened. And then he came back into the bedroom and laid down and was like, I'm really sorry, but we can't keep going. I've just pulled my back out. And I was like, oh yeah, that's not good. That probably hurts. Did you need some painkillers? I don't know, how can I help? And he was like, no, it's fine. I've just had a bit of a bad back from sleeping in my car. And I was like, what do you mean sleeping in your car? And he was like, oh, I have nowhere to live right now. And I was like, oh, okay, how long has that been for? Apparently, about a month. So the first time I slept with him, he was homeless as well. He was, here, on a visa, I guess, backpacking and, working in farms, so doing, heavy lifting and heavy work. And then also sleeping in a car obviously would be really bad for his back, but I was not expecting him to be, I guess, technically homeless. And then he just went to sleep, didn't really move, and I had the worst sleep of my life. It was so bad. I was so uncomfortable. I didn't feel like I was in my own home. And then in the morning, he got up, got ready for work, and I was like, so what do you mean you don't have anywhere to live? Are you staying somewhere, and then because of the travel, you sometimes sleep in your car? You're working on a farm, so maybe you're staying on the farm in your car. And he was like, no, I have a mattress in the back of my car, and I just sleep on that, but it's really small, and all of this stuff. And then I never heard from him again. So I'm kind of feeling he totally just used me for somewhere to sleep, which does not feel good at all, but he was pretty cute and pretty cool, and it was pretty fun, aside from him pulling his back out and not being able to finish, and also laying on top of me and pretty much trapping me under his incapable body. Was not too exciting, but yeah, that's the time I slept with a homeless man, and twice. I slept with a homeless man twice. Not everyone can say that. Not everyone would say that. Not everyone would want to say that. But that's that story, so like and subscribe. Stay tuned for next week's video.